How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. In the previous part, I basically read the same thing that I knew I was kind of reading, so I kind of skimmed through the first part to see if I skimmed through the first part of this session to see if I never read this before, and I skimmed through it, and this is actually the next coming up parts are actually something I never read before in this series type of deal. And so thank God I did that before I started recording, because part 160 was a complete blowout by basically not really like getting into the arc yet. And as of what I remember, I'm pretty sure I haven't read this before, this part before, so hopefully it works out well. So why don't we just start it up so that we could get more time into it, because this was kind of my own fault. Jesus! Okay, I had to lower down the volume, because that was way too loud. Oh, fuck me. Nothing. Okay, nothing really. I don't have anything to do for the festival, and everyone else seems to be doing something important. Get my mouth out of the way. That's perfect. Then you can help me and Rin with the festival preparations. I'm not sure if I would be of much help. That's fine. I'm not much help either. Okay. Then why don't I guess that makes sense. Emmy grabs my wrist and starts dragging me back inside the school quite forcefully. Wait, weren't you just coming out of it? Okay, whatever you say. Even her walking speed is more like jogging, making me stumble over myself simply trying to keep up. The stairs slow Emmy down a little bit. Maybe it's hard to climb with her legs, or maybe she's finally ran out of breath. Oh, that's fucked up, dude. We go all the way back to the third floor into the seniors' hallway, ending up where I left 5 minutes ago. I could just as well have stayed here waiting for Emmy had I known. So is Rin working on that mural still? I'm gonna try my best to read as properly as possible. That's right, she needs all kinds of paints and brushes and stuff, so I went to get them from the art classroom. And you need me to help with that. Well, Rin told me you had already helped her, so I thought you wouldn't mind. I don't remember helping her. I don't think. I see. So thanks to Emmy's flaky logic, here I am again, collecting stuff from the art classroom for other people. The room is empty apart from ourselves and the lonely specks of dust floating in the air. Wait, how the fuck do you see that? How do you see dust in the... Okay, well that's a really fucked up art room then. Emmy skips straight away to the back wall, taking out a tiny, crumpled piece of paper from her pocket. While she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, I take a closer look at the materials lying around. Okay, I thought that was my phone vibrating. It's like, what the fuck? Why would someone send me a text message at 7 at night? Or 8. Dozens of paint cans and bottles are arranged on the shelves in the most unorganized fashion. Some look like they have been left there for several decades, relics of previous art club generations. Next to the heavy stacks of neatly piled drawing paper are boxes full of different sized brushes and unsorted crayons. The smells of paint, what the fuck is a turpentine, and fresh paper float in the stale air, mixing in my nostrils to form that unmistakable scent of art. Sometimes I don't like the smell of art. Sometimes it smells kind of nasty. Emmy studies her notes, comparing them to markings on the various paint cans, and passes them to me as she finds the correct matches. She stretches her neck to look on the topmost shelf, but it's not quite enough. Oh my god, I was gonna say my eye. Her eye level stays below that shelf no matter what she does. Emmy gives up and just looks up to the shelf longingly, like a child at a toy store, huffing in annoyance. I'm sorry, this is really fucked up. After a moment of building anger, she starts jumping up and down, apparently trying to speed read the labels. Jesus fucking Christ. During the fraction of a second, she can see them and catch what she can. It's no surprise that she fails miserably and almost manages to bring the entire shelf crashing down. What the fuck? That's really... How the fuck do you manage that? Now I see why me lending a hand here would be useful. Come on, let me do that. You can't jump high enough, and I don't want you to hurt yourself trying, or fucking break the fucking wall. Also, I'm like twice your height. Wow. You are not. That was the most monotone I have ever had said that. She turns around, flaring scorn, flushed cheeks and all. Just kidding. Just kidding. Why do you fucking JK, dude? Anyway, I'll look up there, okay? She glows at me one more time, but can't come up with a retort. With a grudging hump, she turns her back to me. So I begin scrounging around the top shelf for paint, while below, Emmy crouches to scavenge what she can from the cupboards. I shake my head a little after double checking to ensure she can't see me do so. Emmy having her complex about her height was a surprise. I wouldn't have joked about it otherwise. She seems easygoing, but I guess everyone has their weak spots. Yeah, shots fired. Only after we have almost all the items collected and spread out on a desk like a treasure hunter's spoils do I realize that it wasn't necessarily this is taking a lot of breath out of me. Necessarily the height jab that got her riled up. She might not like to be told that she can't do something, like jump. Why do you think this shit, dude? But Emmy herself seems to have forgotten all about it already. Quick to anger, quick to forgive. She's that type of a person? I would say I'm that type of person too, but only if you really tick me off, or you argue with me with something that sounds really stupid. Yeah, it doesn't really take that long to tick me off, but to be honest, like if it's like someone on the fucking comments or whatever, and they're like, you fucking suck, then it's like, there's no point of commenting back, because why would, like, yeah, I know I fucking suck at the game, don't need to tell me, but like, shit, dude. Like, I get it, you're voicing your opinion, I accept that, but like, when you're trying to make an argument and you just like, you know, swear in it, that doesn't really mean anything. So like, that doesn't rile me up, that doesn't get me like, oh, I'm gonna give this guy a shitstorm, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind by cussing back at him because I feel like a bigger man. No, I'm just gonna fucking ignore it and just like, dude, there's no point of fucking responding back to it, because I try my best to respond to it, but like, whenever I get comments that I don't know how to respond to, I just don't know what to do. So it's like, fuck, I don't want to feel like a complete asshole, but like, I do acknowledge like all the comments and everything, but like, I just like, whenever it's a comment where it just shows up and I don't expect it, then I don't know what to do, because it's something I didn't really know was gonna actually show up. But like, shit, I don't get pissy when it comes to like internet stuff, but when it comes to real life shit, I could get really pissy. Like, I could get on to the level where I pretty much become a fucking Call of Duty fanboy, and or an average like 8-year-old, if you're arguing something so stupid that I will stoop to that stupidity level and make myself look stupid. But I honestly don't fucking care about like if I look stupid in front of my friends, because fucking I'm a fucking idiot anyways. But like, if it comes to an argument that requires you to like argue with me on, like, for instance, this actually happened, but I'm actually wasting a lot of time. But anyways, so there's this guy, I'm pretty sure my friends should know about this information if they actually watch this, but there's this guy, I'm using this as an example, I actually don't fucking care anymore, but this is an example and pretty much an experience. There's this guy, he's the same grade, he's a senior too. So this project I had to do for my APES class, my AP Environmental Science class, and we had to bring bottled soda, which is supposed to be empty, but she told us that we could dump the soda out into the sink. Well, for me, I don't drink soda a lot, and so I told my sister, oh, can you get me 2 liter bottles of soda, so with my money. So she uses my money and buys the soda for me. She takes it to the school, and they tell her to send me a message saying, oh, the bottles are in the office, go get them. It's like, okay, cool. So when I started walking towards where the place we hang out, the guy goes up to me. He's like, "What's that?" It's like, "Oh, it's 2 liters of bottled soda." And he's like, "Oh, what are you using it for?" It's like, "This is for apes." He's like, "Oh." I was like, "I just need the bottle." It's like, "Oh, well, you should give it to me." It's like, so it started off with him saying, "You should give it to me." Being the selfish piece of shit, I just thought, well, if he's gonna say that, then I'm probably not gonna give it to him. And I'm a pretty lenient guy. I would share food with anyone. Like, if you were hungry, if I had food, then I'll probably share it with you. But if it's like, you started off where you wanted it, and then, like, you make a huge fuss about it, and then, like, this is where the huge fuss comes in, where, literally, he walks to, there's another guy who comes up to the hill, or the place that we hang out with, which was technically a hill, but, I don't really consider it a hill, but there's another guy who walks up, and then he goes up to him, "Hey, he's not sharing his soda with us." It's like, first off, you started it off with, "You should give it to me." My dog is probably having a bad dream, but he goes up to other people as they go up to the hill and saying, "Oh, he's wasting," like, to the first guy, he's like, "He's wasting soda, he's dumping it out, and he's not giving it to us." And I told him, you first started off where I should give it to you. So that's what threw me, that's what, like, ticked me. So that was the first take. I was like, I was being reasonable. I was using, I wasn't getting mad. It's just like, I was just a bit irritated with them, saying like, "Oh, this is basically, you wanted the soda, and you said you should give it to me." Secondly, he goes up to the guy, and this is where I go to the second level of, I imitate him. And what he does is, "Oh, he's not sharing his soda." Well, everybody in the hill, or the place we hang out with, I don't know why I keep saying hill for some reason. What happens was, he tells other people as they walk up, "Oh, he's not sharing his soda, he's not sharing his soda." And people know that I would share, and if I had cups, then yeah, I would most likely share soda. Problem is, I didn't have cups, because it was last minute, and really, I didn't really fucking care if it was soda. And it was just a Pepsi and Diet Pepsi, and I told him, I don't care if it's soda, I don't drink soda. He's like, "Oh, but I love soda." It's like, okay, that's good for you, but I'm still not giving it to you because I need a fucking bottle. Like, and then afterwards he said like, "Oh, he goes, as people come to the hangout place, he goes to them, "He's not sharing his soda, he's not sharing his soda, he's not sharing his soda." I told him, I bought it with my own money, you need to calm down. Like, not really, I told him I bought it with my own money, and then you started it off with, you wanted it, and then it ends up that, "Oh, I was saying that you weren't sharing with everybody else." You don't see me passing a bottle around. Like, that's really unsanitary. That's one of my pet peeves. If just like a bottle of soda, and then someone drinks out of it, I cringe a bit, because that's kind of unsanitary, and that kind of irritates me too, because like, that's something I don't really want to do. But like, why would I want to pass around like a 1-2 liter bottle of Pepsi around with a group of people that you don't even know where their lips have been? You don't know if they're sick or not. And so it's like, that's pretty stupid. And then like 2 of my friends, they come up and they ask me, well, not one of them's like, I'm acquaintance with them, but one of them's my other friend, and one of them asked me, "What's wrong with him?" And I told them, he's getting mad because I'm not sharing soda, but you don't see me drinking the soda. That's one of the key points where I would have shared, but if I had cups. That's mostly my main like reason why I wasn't sharing, because, and I still didn't even drink the soda anyway, so it's like, there's no point of me like, drinking the soda after lunch or whatever. It's like, there's no point, because I don't fucking drink soda, and I just need it for the next period. But anyways, so it goes from that, and then he comes into the conversation, he's like, "But I love soda, you aren't sharing." Like, he was being a big baby about it. I told him, stop being a baby about it. He's like, "I'm not being a baby about it." It's like, dude, Why are you doing this? You're a senior and you're supposed to freaking act like a senior. You're supposed to be an upperclassman and not act like a whiny baby about someone dumping soda. I bought it and then one of my friends asked me, did you buy it with your own money? I told them I did. I had my sister buy it for me and then she brought it in to the school. Later on, he gets fed up because the people started arguing that, you know, if I bought it with my own money, I do whatever the fuck I want with it. There you go. End of conversation. He gets flustered and sits at the other end of the hangout area that we hang out with. But yeah, that's basically, don't do that type of shit if you're a fucking older person, or if you're in high school. Just don't do that, because you completely look like a complete idiot. And if you're arguing with someone who bought it with their own money, and you know that they would share food and shit with other people, then yeah, why would you argue with someone that would probably share soda if there was fucking cups so you don't get fucking sick by some other people? Like, what the fuck? I'm really pissed off about that. But that was like probably the funniest argument and the worst argument that I have ever won, to be honest, because that's just like, I don't feel victorious because, like, oh man, I made him so angry that he's not talking to anyone. No, I don't feel fucking badass because of that. I feel like a complete idiot because we were arguing about not sharing a 2-liter bottle and those 2-liter bottles are fucking huge. So obviously, yeah, you want to share with a lot of people. I'm not gonna fucking drink a shit ton of 2-liter soda because shit, my teeth are already fucked up. Well, like stain-wise, my teeth are actually straight. I never had braces. But yeah, that's basically it. The moral is, don't be a complete bitch if someone you know that's not sharing, that you would know would share food or whatever the fuck they're sharing. Don't be a complete asshole about it, because if they bought it with their own money, let them do whatever the fuck they want with it, because like, there's no point of arguing with that. And I kind of rambled on. Let's just get through this. I really want to see the cutscene for this. At least she doesn't seem to have taken anything to heart, as she chatters away happily while we pick up the rest of the items and then make our way back to Rin. I don't even know what I was even talking about, to be honest. I just went off. I chivalrously carry the bulk of the materials as we make our way towards the dormitories. Rin is really stressed about getting her painting done. It's her own fault though. She should have started earlier. Is she going to make it? No idea. It looks good to me, but with Rin, you never know what's going on. I found her this morning lying in front of the dorm in fetal position. She hadn't slept all night. I can't believe that the night nurses hadn't found her. Night nurses? And now she's painting again like crazy. Yeah, I've noticed that she comes off as kinda unhinged, so to speak. Emmy giggles at that, as well as at my likely too obvious awkwardness. I'm in that type of situation too. Whenever I like talk to like people I haven't talked to in a while, I just get really fucking awkward. I don't mind it. She's just a little weird sometimes. On that I can agree with her. Unlike her, Emmy seems to be cool with Rin's whatever it is that feels so off about her. Still, they don't feel close like Misha and Shizune do. With them working as a single entity sometimes, it's hard to say where one ends and the other begins. Even though they're so different, just like Emmy and Rin are. And Rin is the most different of them all, different from anyone else I've met. Yeah, I guess she's a very unique person. I return to that word again, as if it encompasses Rin's personality by itself, but really it's just a substitute for a lengthy description of her oddities. Emmy giggles as her grasp for a properly descriptive word. She's just weird. You know, earlier she just spent half an hour sitting on her box. What the fuck's a box? Oh fuck, now I feel like I'm fucking never mind, and stared at her toes. She giggles again in a way that makes me think she doesn't know what's funny about it. It just is. It's just a box. All that time. What the fuck was that? The working area is a mess, but the mural itself has taken over even more of the walls since I last saw it. The disfigured human figures have been mostly colored in tones of red, pink, and orange. Weird imaginary. Oh my god. Imaginary? Are you fucking saying? I can't even say imaginary. Things populating the spaces between. It looks nice. I can't think of anywhere that would describe the word concisely and comprehensively, so I settled myself on a nondescript nice. But honestly, it seems that the area around the wall becomes untidier at the same rate as the mural progresses. The ground is littered with dozens of paint cans, various art supplies, and empty soda bottles. Rain herself is in the center of this chaos, standing there looking very cozy as if she was a natural part of the scene. Her pant legs? Really? Wouldn't it say her pants legs? Okay, never mind. I give up on English. Have been rolled up to her knees, exposing her thin legs, which sport a drying spectrum of war paintings, similar to those on Emmy's face. Emmy sprints to Rin ahead of me and gleefully jumps in front of her. I'm back. That was fast. Did you run into the corridors again? Hisao helped me. Yeah. The guy with the flick in his hair. Emmy points victoriously at me. Rin turns around, following Emmy's finger with her eyes, looking at my general direction. She nods absent-mindedly at me. She looks like she hasn't slept since last night. A vacant glazed stare that's focused slightly off me, and movements like in the slow-motion movie. Hello, Hisao. Thank you for the help. Don't mention it. I just did. Never mind. I feel like this is gonna be the whole fucking arc. Where she's just like, eh. And then when you give her like a rhetorical response, she's like, but I already did. I feel like that's going to happen. Looks like you've made progress. Looking good as far as I can tell. But now you get more bad luck. I know, but I'm willing to take the risk. What the fuck? What is up with the bad luck and shit? That's a very nice thing to say for me. For me, of course, not for you. This is why artists are always unlucky. They have to constantly look at their unfinished paintings. So artists can't find romance, their favorite TV shows are cancelled, or they die young because of an unspecified disease. It's a deep and mysterious law of the universe. Unless they are blind. Okay. She considers this for a while, looking like she's going to fall asleep. There is a boy. At the art club, you see. Blind boy. So he doesn't see. You already told me. Okay, I think I remember that part of the story where she talks about in the beforehand when you first meet her, she talks about like some random person being blind or whatever. I glance sideways at Emmy and she glances back in a way that tells she has heard this one before too. Neither of us say anything to Rin though, so she continues her monotone. Are you fucking kidding me? This word again. Like an unfunny stand-up comedian. Yeah, that was a joke. He should become an artist. No bad luck, guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea? But what the fuck? How does he know what he's drawing? That only blind people should become artists? No, not as much. You might have a point. Abandoning this train of thought, she turns again to consider her work and starts humming a tune that I think I recognize but can't remember the name of. Is this fucking Angel Beats all of a sudden? Emmy arranges the supplies we brought and moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene. Emmy, I need the Prussian blue paint. Which one's Prussian blue? Oh, this shit again. I think I remember Prussian blue. She is staring helplessly at 7 or 8 cans, each with a different tone of blue. Okay, I remember this. It's the one with the Prussian blue paint in it. Jeez, Rin, you're not helping at all. Oh, I completely remember this. Alright, I'm gonna end off here. This has been like 25 minutes or so. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this part. I only like skimmed through like half of this part. And then I remember the Prussian blue part, so I might go to more into it. But if you guys don't want me to, then I could just continue it more. Continue where I left off. But if you guys want me to go to where the festival actually starts, then I will. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, hope you guys have a great day, and I see you guys in the next part tomorrow. Yeah, go with that. Let's go with tomorrow.